Up action, the East, and the combination of NBA basketball with the single elimination format. You know the anticipation here is sky high.
Oh, the Eastern semifinals of the NBA Cup knockout round. It's win or go home. So these two teams have come to play.
And now the opening lineup for New York. We've got Mikal Bridges. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward. Now here's Bane. Picked by Carter. The three from Suggs. Knocks it down from distance.
Suggs is so competitive. You knew he wanted to respond with that three.
Bridges outside. New York working the ball around now. Brunson, a screen on Carter. Towns for three. And again, New York with the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Banchero. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked Coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most to him. He replied, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we've got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it. Guys, back over to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. New York has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Brunson's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, they were looking for a fast start, and they have been perfect from the tip.
And Carroll passes to Bane. Here's De Silva. Can they get it? The rebound by Bridges.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside Anunoby. Jacks up a three. The shot won't fall. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Magic. They trail by 7. Bane against Hart. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. All right, well, we have a second. A look at the best shooting small forwards over the last month. 5th best, Mikal Bridges.
And what an efficient group of scorers. That's the best way I can put it. I mean, they play patient basketball, and the shot selection is excellent.
You know, in addition to that patience and efficiency, they're each extremely talented natural scorers. They've got the kind of precise form all young players would do well to replicate.
Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Bataze's checked in for Carter, and Black subbed in for De Silva. Here's Banchero, and that was good.
I mean, 6'10", about 250, Banchero imposing his will inside.
Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Orlando with the ball after the basket by New York. Banchero outside. Kicks it out to Bane, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. Taking a look at some numbers here for Desmond Bane.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games, looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line, and it's been fun to watch.
Orlando making some changes. Isaac, he's checked in for Banchero. Howard comes in for Bane, and Tyus Jones subbed in for Suggs. And a switch here also for New York. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. Towns for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
Here's Brunson, coming off a solid outing against Toronto. To the paint. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
Howard with a screen on Brunson. Jones, the pass to Howard. Off target from three-point range. New York leading by 7. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the inside, Isaac with the steal. Black outside. Pass to Jones. Isaac outside. From deep three-point range, and that's not gonna go. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the Knicks, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. We're just 3 quarters away from finding out who will advance to the NBA Cup Championship game. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Anthony Black out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's Jonathan Isaac, then it's Desmond Bane, and it's Bataze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Now here's Black. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami.
Not to mention the assists he piled up. You can see why his teammates like playing with him.
Knocks down the triple.
Well, Bane will just about live on the arc if you let him. He's got a pretty consistent stroke.
Yabusele the screen. Here's Clarkson. Oh, rejected by Isaac. Bane with it, and Clarkson picks him up defensively. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
First one falls, and you got to appreciate the level of competition that this NBA Cup has inspired.
Absolutely. The winner's purse and everything else. A win here gets you into the finals and a shot at all the marbles.
OG Anunoby's checked in for New York. And Bane drops them both. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Here's Bane, after the basket by New York. Bataze a screen on Anunoby. From deep, Bane. And no good. Oh, nice D from Anunoby. It's Bridges on the wing, fires for 3. He drops it from range. Bridges has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you've got to have good feet and pre-shot preparation. Mikal Bridges, yes, sir.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Desmond Bane, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Guys, back over to you.
A lot in his bag. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Dragic. Banchero's checked in for Bataze. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Jones. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Yabusele. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Outside Bane. Isaac with a screen on Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. Suggs with the bucket.
Boy, if Suggs is knocking this shot down consistently, the spacing will open up.
McBride passes to Robinson. Towns, left side. Outside McBride, puts up a 3. That one's good, and it's Towns with the assist. McBride's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Banchero outside. Pass to Bane. Isaac with a screen on Anunoby. Some room here for Bane. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
B.A., he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, with intent, and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt. Let's hope he's okay.
And man, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
Boy, it's got to be so frustrating for him. As hard as he has worked, doing everything he can to help his team, just heartbreaking.
And that one drops. Carter's gotten his first points in this one.
What a quality pass from Jalen Suggs. This guy relishes the chance to set up his teammates.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Silva's checked in for Orlando. Jones comes in for Desmond Bane. New York also changing it up. Yabusele, he's checked in for Robinson. Clarkson comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Jalen Brunson in for McBride. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Up top, Yabusele releases, and he misses his first shot.
Let's be honest, that's not a shot he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Now here's Suggs. His last outing, he had 20. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Displaying some solid body strength and balance. Jalen Suggs to the cup.
Brunson passes to Towns. Easy work inside for Towns.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Banchero left side. Hits a three-pointer. Banchero's got 5 points.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Yabusele with it. He's picked up by Banchero. Here's Towns. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. 9 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
Outside Jones. To the middle. 4 seconds left. Banchero no good. And so it's New York with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Great to see you. And speaking of great, see what I did there? Karl Anthony Towns had an incredible first half.
I love Cat's aggressiveness. He's working, using his size, leaning on dudes, and then he can step out to 25 feet and knock it down.
And from one big fella to another, I assume you'd tell him, just keep doing what you're doing. And later on, some more NBA action to look forward to. Here are the games coming up. The Thunder will be playing at Paycom Center as they go up against the Spurs. Tip-off is 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific.
It's one to watch, kind of a heavyweight matchup.
That's my favorite.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we welcome you back as we get set to bring you second half action from the NBA Cup. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
More teams are playing 5 out outdoors. So if you're coaching, is that a system you'd run?
It is, BA, because so many players come into the league highly skilled. If you are a three-tool player, meaning you can shoot it, deck it, and pass it, and you've got 5 guys like that, look out. It is so hard to guard.
So let's go to the sidelines here. We've got some news on Anthony Black. Allie, what's his status?
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Orlando. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. And unfortunately, all signs point to a lengthy recovery time for him. Guys, it'll be a while before he's back on the floor.
All right, Allie, thanks.
That's so true, but it is also what we expect to happen. It is part of every professional sports league. In the NBA, the schedule obviously a grind. Injuries happen, but we hear this all the time. It's next man up. Somebody's injury could be an opportunity for somebody to get minutes and do something with those minutes.
On the court right now for the Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. The 3 from Suggs. They get it back. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, in pursuit of the basketball, that extra effort paying off for Wendell Carter Jr.
Bridges outside. New York working the ball around now. Hart from long range. And it's Bane with the rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Pass to Carter. Down low. Just 5 on the clock. Brunson with a double team. From outside the arc. The Knicks pull it in.
he didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, the Knicks are able to play 5 out, and Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Back over to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie, thanks for the report. And so here is Orlando after the basket by New York on the other end. Counted from distance.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
One of the most exciting teams in the league, Doris, the New York Knicks.
BA, there's a saying that the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are in the house and they are good. How about the resurgence over the last 5 years? They want to win now, and that rabid fan base is eating up all this success.
Here's Bane after New York picked up the 3 with their last shot, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Bridges against Banchero. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Towns. Kicks it out to Anunoby. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Magic trail by 9. Banchero outside. Now here's Bane. The 3. And Anunoby pulls it down.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Pass to Hart. The fadeaway. Won't go. And that makes him 5 for 8. And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. Yes! Banchero fighting for 2.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Line change here for Orlando. New York also changing it up. Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Yabusele comes in for Hart. And Clarkson subbed in for Anunoby. A minute 4 left in the third. Pass to Brunson. Yabusele, a screen on Jones. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Brunson's got 11 points.
Boy, as Jalen Brunson come into his own as a scorer, shots just come from anywhere.
Bitadze, a screen on Clarkson. Richardson for 3. Kept alive by Orlando. Yes, it's good. Bitadze's got his first bucket in this one.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Here's Clarkson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, one thing we know about Jordan Clarkson, he's going to shoot it, Doris.
Well, B.A., he's been given the green light by virtually every coach he's played for. He's been one of those guys off the bench that you can count on for consistent productivity, and that's invaluable. Listen, the bench has got to produce if you're going to be an effective team.
And he makes a first.
Sometimes, guys, you need someone on your team who understands my job is to be aggressive, whether I have it going or whether I don't. And Jordan Clarkson is that guy.
And the Knicks making a change here. McBride's checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Magic trail by 8. Oh, there's the foul. It'll go on Miles McBride. That's his first foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
.27 seconds left in the third. Pass to Jones. Inside, here's Isaac, and the dunk by Isaac.
Oh, boy, the reach, the length, the hops, the athleticism, Jonathan Isaac. Nicely done.
Clarkson with the ball, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. And so it's New York, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Welcome back. One of these teams just a quarter away from punching their ticket to the NBA Cup championship game. They've got Goga Bitadze. Tyus Jones is out there with Desmond Bane. Then there's Jonathan Isaac, and it's Howard in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now here's Howard. Outside Jones. Pass to Isaac. Now Bane. The three ball. It's hauled in by Robinson.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's Towns. Clock at 4. Here's McBride. It's not going to go for him. Magic trail by 6. Outside Bane. Down low. Outside Jones. Takes a 3. The Knicks pull it in. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Clarkson. Towns, a screen on Bane. Shot is up. And it's Clarkson missing.
I'll tell you, this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
Picked by Isaac. Jones drives in. Over to the left wing. Isaac outside. Here's Jones. Fires the 3. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. So for the Magic, Robinson comes in for Bitadze. And Paolo Banchero subbed in for Isaac. Hart's checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for Clarkson. Knicks leading by 6. And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Orlando making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Robinson. De Silva comes in for Howard. And Suggs is subbed in for Jones. Bridges, he's checked in for New York. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Towns. Banks it home. Big shot.
Well, this team relies, obviously, on Towns for great productivity, and this guy is as reliable offensively as you get.
Let's find out the news on Jordan Clarkson. Allie, what do you have?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for New York let me know the status. He called the injury a lower back bruise and said it's very stiff at the moment. By their estimation, no further damage can be caused by playing on this particular injury, so they're going to roll the dice and he's going to play.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
Boy, this is where you need everyone in your support system to be around him and be encouraging, because this is going to be a long road to recovery.
Here's Bane, following the bucket by the Knicks. Carter, a screen on Bridges. Here's Carter. Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
You can see in the movement there the athleticism Wendell Carter Jr. possesses. Really solid cut after setting the screen.
Here's Brunson. Jacks up a three. Ooh, it doesn't go.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Banchero. Ooh, Banchero getting it done and tight.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
Brunson against Suggs. Now here's Brunson. Tightly guarded. Quick two. Oh, net.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now here's Bane. Just 4 to shoot. Let's loose for 3. Hart with a rebound.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Yes, sir!
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Knicks.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
To BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
Yeah, it was a fun matchup this year. Neither team could gain an edge. It's the kind of rivalry you want to see between conference opponents.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Karl Anthony Towns.
So highly effective on the offensive end. At times, this guy just scoring at will.
Jalen Suggs. Oh, missed on the tray.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Bridges. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Now here's Banchero. He launches. Cash from downtown.
And this is why Banchero's teammates enjoy playing with him. Paolo is unselfish and willing to kick it out.
Outside Brunson. So New York wins it, and they advance to the championship round. Just one win away from hoisting the NBA Cup.
And you know, it should be an intense matchup. There's a lot on the line between the cup, the prize money, and the chance to hang a banner.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
We played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.